to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true, with thanksgiving, I'll be a living,
join me,
sanctuary for you.
Let's bring the volume up a little bit.
Please prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true, with thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary for you.
Last time, let's see how loud we can make it.
Please prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true, with thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary for you.
Dear America, before I was even conceived, you gave my mother the design for her life. Without hope, without direction, she was a teenage mom. At 16, dreams shifted. You sent me guides, angels, helped me to understand that it wasn't just about me getting good grades or being perfect. Dear America, you wanted me to stay silent and keep myself inside the boxes that you made for me, squelching my creativity and not allowing me to be the fullest version of me, because you had already decided what I was going to be when my mom was 16. Dear America, I did all the things that you asked me to do. I got a full ride to school. I became leader of campus. I checked all the boxes. I led a march. I led a movement. I started a career. I paid for school. Is that enough? It didn't seem like it at the time, and so I decided that I had to leave, pack up my bags and leave and return home to the only sanctuary that I had ever truly known. I started my first business. I asked you if that was enough. I faced my family even though that was rough, and the next step that I took was to build community. I thought that I could chase these dreams and work inside these boxes and get these awards and recognition and not really being able to hear my own voice because I was too busy looking outside of me for the things that you had told me that I needed to be. And then the day came when I got the news. You would have thought that the sky parted the day he left me. 47 years old, and each year felt like a second for the time we didn't have. And so I learned to forgive. Dear America, you never actually made me feel like the forest was a safe place for me, and I wondered why. So I returned to my actual home after feeling orphaned and not really feeling like I had anybody that I could walk through the world with. I needed to know where I came from. How did I get here? Who am I? I don't see people that look like me. I don't see people that look like me. So I had to do the work, I had to do the research, and I had to dig deeper than knowing that I was from a small town called Morganton that many people have never even heard of. And so although you wanted me to stay in that box and stay silent, I decided that it was time for me to speak. I had a story to tell. I had some things that needed to be said, and so I shared with the world what I needed to say, and thank God for that day that I opened the mail and saw that my work was for all to see. And then I started writing for my grief, for those who had lost, for the fallen soldiers and the fallen warriors who had paid the cost. Dear America, well, I had tried it your way, and I decided that it was time for me to get my wings, to try some new things. And so I decided to give birth, and out came the greatest design that I have ever designed, and the truest artist designing evolution. We had many successes, none that you would actually define, and you couldn't quite see us, so we decided that it was time for us to no longer hide. 119 youth, 5 community art projects, $3,000 afforded to a cultural center, $72,000 in our local community to artists of color and organizers who decided that it was finally time to tell their story, that we no longer needed to be invisible and decide that we only needed to live by your design. And so together, we came alongside. We decided it's time for us to rise into our communities and to shift into healing and to be our own greatest design, because the heart of design is actually me living according to my own authenticity, and that's the one true American dream. Thank you.